Hello everybody and welcome to Neat Mentor. It's very good video that I have created with lots of effort to explain how the reservation system works and how seats get allocated. Okay, when you come under particular category or general category, there is a question: can OBC candidate get general category seat allocated? Okay, so I will explain each and everything. Let me show you a glimpse of it and then we'll go in detail. So here reservation percentage as per the notice, and with an example I will explain you out of 1000 seats how the seats will get distributed. And you can see as a proof that OBC candidate can get seat allocated in general seat, and if totally there are 1000 seats, then how the seats will get distributed among the reserve category and for general. And can general category get seat allocated under the seat quota for unreserved category, and how the mechanism works, how the algorithm written in the software which does the task to allocate the seat behind the scene. It doesn't happen manually. How does it work? What if a topper is from OPC or EWS or SC/ST category, then she gets seat allocated in general category, no, and not in reserve category. I will give you with all proof. And what is the wrong perception about the seat allotment? I will explain that also. And a state level, the percentage of reservation for OBC, ST is different based on their demographics, based on the population for particular category of candidates. Suppose it's northeast states, then the percentage for ST category reservation is high than normal, that is 7.5. So all those things we'll explain, and that's it. So if you are new to the channel, you can subscribe the channel, and you definitely like the video, okay, because we really put so much of effort in collecting all the information and analyzing, and it takes hours of effort to create a video and clear your doubts. Okay, in the description you can have a telegram group which you can join, and there are ebooks which you can download, which are really useful ebooks for universities and all open states, covering all the information for open states like cutoff, tuition fee, and number of seats. For DNB there is a separate ebook, you can download it and you can get information about huge number of hospitals, number of beds, and how is the ranking. There is a paid counseling that we are providing, and it will be having one discount until 1st of August, and we will decide upon extending it further. And as part of this paid counseling, we'll cover starting from the INACT diploma, MDMS courses, DNB, CPS, NB diploma, all the courses, A to Z details. And it's like on your behalf we are doing the counseling, but we have username, password, and you are following the steps that we guided through. Okay, so let's jump to the main topic and discuss in detail. The video might be a bit lengthy, but I request you to be with me in this video until end, so that you get all your concept clear regarding how the reservation system work. Okay, so there was a notice that got published on 29th of July. Okay, and it was related to the same thing that is hot topic nowadays, about 27% OBC and EWS 10% reservation. So they have given a clear figure for SC 15%, ST 7.5%, and is official. OBC non-creamy layer. It's very important to mention that OBC only non-creamy layer, and it will be based on your income, your family income, and all the property you need to show as per the central OBC list. 27% of reservation. EWS as per central government norms 10%, and PWD is 5% horizontal reservation as per NMC norms. What is the meaning of horizontal reservation? When you say horizontal reservation, it's horizontally. Suppose you draw a chart, and EWS, OBC, SC, ST, these are like columns, okay, and then row as horizontal, row is horizontal and column are vertical. So EWS, SC, ST, OBC, these are vertical reservations, and horizontal reservations are those which has its own seat in each and every category. Suppose SC, then it will having reservation for PWD, that will be called SC PWD, OBC PWD, ST PWD, and ES, and there is general PWD. So that's horizontal reservation. Let's jump to the next slide. And suppose there are 1000 seats. So what you see before the result is announced, you will see a merit list, and based on merit list, based on the rank you have acquired, where you stand among all the students. So there is one generic merit list gets created, and it gets published on the website, whichever counseling you are doing, on MCC website when it comes to All India Quota Counseling. And you can see all the candidates name will be there, including general category, OBC, SC, ST, PWD, and EWS category candidates. So you can know where you stand among all of them. Okay, and there is a separate category rank will be given to you. If you come from OBC, your OBC category rank. If you come from SC, then your SC category rank. Similarly, ST category rank and EWS, right? So particular to your category. Okay, now the software, how does it work? That's very important part. How does it work? First, it tries to allocate the seat in general category based. Suppose let's take 100 of seats as an example, and 50% of the seats, like 50 seats, are reserved to multiple categories, and 50 seats are unreserved. So, and let's say 10 OBC candidates are falling under top 50 rank. Okay, so for those 10 OBC candidates, it will allocate the seat under general category, because out of 50 seats available for open category, or you say general category, 10 students are from OBC, but they are having good merit and they fall under top 50 ranking, so they will get seat allocated under general category. If at all, out of those 50 seats available for general category, if any candidate coming from OBC is not able to get the seat out of general category, then the software will look at the seats available in the reserve quota. Okay, there 27% or 10% EWS seats comes into picture, and then the software allocates the seat in the reserve quota. That's how the mechanism works. That's the most important part of this video. Okay, so I think you must have understood. If you haven't, then you can comment us in the comment section. I will explain it again. So you can see last year round 1 result allotment. So you can see for good rankers, like they got 257 rank. Since the last time the OBC quota was applicable and implemented for central universities, on the same basis it will get implemented in all India quota. So there is nothing new, just is changing its own scope. Scope was limited to central universities, but now it's getting expanded to all India quota as well. So you can see a candidate got 257 rank. The candidate was coming from OBC. He got seat allocated in general category because based on his merit. But the candidate who got 1291 rank got seat allocated in OBC category, because in general category he couldn't get any seat. So the software allocates the seat under a reserve category. If in the both of the cases, under general category and reserve category, you don't get a seat, your name won't be coming in the result. Okay, so you won't get any seat allocated. So you have to wait for further rounds when somebody leaves the seat, and based on the remaining seats, again the seat allotment process runs. Okay, so out of 1000 seats, how the seat will be getting distributed, you can have an idea. 355 seats will be available for general category candidates, and it's not for them only. It doesn't mean that any OBC category candidates will compete on 270 seats. No, 270 seats are reserved, but OBC candidates can get more than 270 seats. One through merit. If they have got good merit, then in general category they will get seat allocated. Similar that goes for all SC, ST and EWS and PWD as well. So when you see the allotment result, allotment Excel sheet or PDF, you can see your category and the allotted category. Both are different. If at all a candidate gets seat allotment in his own category and not in general category, then there is no need of providing allotted category, right? So that's how the mechanism works. There is allotted category and candidates category. Your category might be OBC, but your allocated category will depend on your rank. If your rank is really good, it will get seat allocated in your general category. So general category seats, that is bucket of 355, is just not for general category, it's for everyone. So that's very clear statement. In OBC, no SC, ST, EWS, PW or general category candidates will come and take any seat. Similarly, for SC, ST and EWS and PWD, their seats are for them only. If at all the seats are still vacant, then the government may decide to move the seat for general category candidates. Same thing goes for minority candidates. There are colleges like ERA Medical College and some other Jain Minority Medical College. There the number of seats is reserved for particular minority students, but after a couple of rounds, due to any reason like fee is high or any reason, seats are still left vacant, then they decide that after second round they move the seat to general category, and then general category candidates also not general category, non-minority candidate can also get a seat in those reserve category seats, because they are finally get converted. But it's very clear that in general category bucket, that is 355, others can also get a seat. That's the main problem of general category candidates. That's why the cutoff goes high. It's not like the bucket is given for everyone. If that is so, if it is so, then general category will also be considered as a reserve category, because no one is going to compete in 355 seats other than general category. So it's not like that. I think I have made it very clear. The same thing is mentioned here. What if your topper is from OBC, AWS or any other category other than general? Then he or she will get seat allocated in general category, and all the reserved seats will be still vacant without any minus for the reserve category candidates. What is the wrong perception? Any OBC category will get seat allocated out of 27% seats only. That's the wrong perception. There is no bucket given for particular OBC, SC, ST, EWS. It's not like EWS having 10% seats, they will compete under 10% seats only. It's not like that. You see, there are states like Nagaland also, where for some examination, I'm not particularly talking about, because I'm talking about reservation system. Okay, so for some examination they have given 80% reservation for ST category, because they know as per the demographics how much is the population for particular ST category, and 7.5% reservation will not make any sense for that state. So state to state it varies. Okay, that's what you can see here. This is generic data. You don't assume it's very relevant to NEET, PG and UG, but I am giving you an idea so that we have very good understanding how the seat allotment process works when it comes to category. Okay, so the category by percentage, reservation percentage varies state to state. You can see, take particularly OBC in Andhra Pradesh is 29, in Ireland is 38, in Arunachal Pradesh only ST category got 80% of reservation, others no reservation. So it depends on their state which category got more population. In Lakshadweep you see 100% reservation for ST. Okay, so it varies state to state. Okay, hope your concept on how the seat allotment process is clear now, and how reservation system works is clear. There is no bucketing system. General category seats are still uh, applicable for other category seats, other category candidates. Based on merit they can get it. Okay, so that's it from my side in this video, and you can get back to us for paid counseling service, and any kind of doubt you can send us WhatsApp messages. The number is given 9319. In the description also you can get that number, 9319 128677. So thanks for watching again, and have a great day. All the best for your preparation, and don't get demotivated. Let's see what the government decides. I will create one more video on EWS implementation, how the seat will get incremented when it comes to EWS, because EWS has got a different story altogether, and we'll talk more on that. So thanks for watching again.